whiskey and beer, trying to find happiness in a bottle. I'm so glad you found your way in here. In here, what we serve is living water. Step up to the altar, drink your fill. In here, it's always happy hour. And Jesus has paid everybody's bill. Here in God's house, shattered lives are mended. Broken hearts are replaced with ones brand new. Everything you'll ever need, Jesus has paid for. Here in God's house, it's all waiting for you. In here, you won't find perfect people. We're just sinners saved by God's amazing grace. But in here, we'll help you carry your burden. 'Cause out there, we've all been in your place. Here in God's house, shattered lives are mended. Broken hearts are replaced with ones brand new. Everything you'll ever need, Jesus has paid for. Here in God's house, it's all waiting for you. Here in God's house, it's all waiting for you.
Good evening, everyone. Names are really coming in quickly here tonight, and I do apologise if I don't get a chance to say hello to you right off the bat. I'm going to write a few more down. I have a very, very special programme tonight lined up with a few songs coming very close to the end. That means a lot to both myself and my family. As most of you have known, I've been watching the Facebook pages today, and yesterday, of course, sadly, it's been 4 years today that we said goodbye or see you later to our Tracy. It's a sad, sad day, and it doesn't get any easier, I can assure you. Spent some time with the family today, and we just said the same thing, as it seems like just like yesterday that she passed away. But I want you to join us in the programme this evening, and I keep on writing the names down, and we'll keep on playing the music, and we'll keep on praising the Lord. So do keep sharing the programme, keep folks coming in as we bring you our first song of the evening, which is Rhonda Vincent, and it's one called There Is a Record Book.
To be well known of men, I may not ever be. I'm sure my name will not go down in history. There'll be no marble plaques to tell of my good deeds, no red always say there is a record kept until the judgment day. My name will not be lost, misplaced, or overlooked, for it's kept safely in God's record book. For there's a record book my name is written in. It was recorded there when I was born again. No one can blot it out. It's sealed forevermore. It's in that book of life kept by the Lord. For there's a record book my name is written in. It was recorded there when I was born again. No one can blot it out. It's sealed forevermore. It's in that book of life kept by the Lord.
Beautiful, beautiful voice there of Rhonda Vinson. And there is our record book. And I better mark that out. I don't even know whether I actually had said the name of it at the start of the program. Okay, I want to just say hello to a few friends that have joined us here. First of all, I want to say hello to Tracy's son and daughter that I see coming into the program, into the chat. And that's our Luke. Luke's home for a few days. Luke Wilson, that is. And met Luke's lovely new young lady in his life today, his girlfriend. Lovely to meet you. Absolutely beautiful. And just hope to be catching up with you again before the week's over. And there's Hannah Wilson as well. Say hello to Alicia and to Jack as well, and of course to George as well, their dad. And my daughter is in as well, of course, our Louise. See Louise's name coming in. It'll be hard for her just to sit and watch the programme tonight, but she's always a very busy lady trying to get kids sorted out. But it's lovely to see you coming into the programme, Louise. And there's Paddy Santoro. Good to see you in, Paddy, from Long Island. Followed closely by Ozzy. That's Ozzy Wallace. Stephen Wood, you know how much I like listening to Stephen. And I actually have 2 songs in the programme from Stephen Wood tonight. And I know all our listeners and viewers out there that tune in regularly do love listening to him as well. So here's a beautiful piece he's going to sing for starting us off with. Just Let Me Fall.
Brought me through sorrow and pain. You let me willingly open the door. I've walked through the winter, faced death's coldest stain, but the springtime brought strength to stand tall. Oh, but too long the summer without any rain. What's left, Lord, but to have a great fall? Let me fall in love with you all over again. Let me know you as never before. Let me hear your tender voice saying, let me come in. Let me willingly open the door. Oh, let me willingly open the door.
That's the first one there from Stephen Wood. I did say a couple of weeks back there that I was going to feature Stephen on a few of the programs, but you know, I heard Myrna saying this one too. Myrna's a very wise lady when she comes to these wee words and these wee sayings, and she says, of course, her famous one is listen to the words. Well, that's what we must do. Listen to the words of this beautiful songs, but also if you can't choose between the two, play both of them. So we're going to have another one coming up closer to the end, and it's one, a very popular one you'll all know, and I know you'll be blessed by it. Hey, before we bring our next song, I'll say hello to Lowell. That's Lowell Wilt is coming in. Good to see you in, Lowell. Freddie Laverty's in as well. There's Rosie. Hi, Rosie. Rosie Woodson. And just listening in tonight, and that's Alita Coleman. Good to see you. My good friend Dale Gilmer from Marion in Arkansas. It's good to see you, Dale. Alan Murphy, PSG. Now here's a song I know there's normally another group playing when I play this particular song, but I just wanted to play this lady singing it tonight because I think it's very, very beautiful words in it. And I use it quite often when I put it up. Some photographs up there of my family and of loved ones. Now, not only loved ones that have gone on before us, but loved ones that are left behind. Because we need to remember this, friends. We need to love the people that God gives you. Because I can assure you, one day He'll want them back. Terry Lynn Moore's going to sing it for us right now.
I got the call this morning. I can't believe he's gone. Thought he'd be here forever. But one more time, time's proved me wrong. It was just a week ago. Thought I should call and say hello. Now I'm reminded once again. that's a proven fact. Love the people that God gives you, 'cause one day He'll want them back. Each day the mirror tells the story. I wonder where the time has gone. Children laughing round the table. They now have children of their own. There may be things you need to say, so while today is still today, you have the chance to hold them close. One more chance to let them know. Love the people that God gives you. They're a gift that's heaven sent. Live and laugh and make some memories. Treasure every moment spent, 'cause none of us are here forever. That's a proven fact. Love the people that God gives you, 'cause one day He'll want them back. Oh, the list keeps getting longer. Friends and family that I miss. But when I think of what matters most, it all comes down to this: none of us are here forever, and that's a proven fact. Love the people that God gives you, 'cause one day He'll want them back. Love the people that God gives you, 'cause one day He'll want them back.
I would say it's one of my favourite songs, and never get tired listening to it, never get tired playing it either. And what a message in that particular song. Love the people that God gives you, because one day He'll want them back, and there's nothing we can do about that, sadly. And I just don't know, Louise, I just can't answer that question. I'll not get that answer till we get to glory, I can assure you. I want to say a big hello to Violet, and welcome to the programme to Violet McMillan. Lorna and Roger Boyce, good to see you coming in, folks. Great to have you with us. Karen Purcell, our cousin over there in the USA, and say hello to David as well. Lois Kirsch is in, good to see you in, Lois. There's Avril and David Dale, good to see you coming in, folks. And don't forget to join David and Avril in the morning, Thursday morning's programme at 11 o'clock, our time, of course. Gloria Miller-Green is in. We'll finish the names this time with Opal Reeves. Another great singer coming your way, a lady singer once again, and her name is Betty Jean Robinson, and we do love listening to Betty Jean sing, and she's going to bring us one now called Everything He Paid For. Just listen to the words.
Everything He came for, bore all the shame for, all the pain and suffering He was willing to go through. What He was crucified for, rejected and denied for, everything He died for,
We back to back there, folks. Beautiful song from Betty Jean Robinson, Everything He Paid For. And then, of course, followed on there by the Country Trail Band. I really love that group. I really, really do. Tokens of Your Wondrous Love was the title of that particular song. I want to give a big shout out and a big welcome to the programme to my wee sister over there in Portadown. That's Anne. Anne Single. Good to see Anne. Says you can't see the comments, folks, but I'll tell her on your behalf that you're all saying hello. And there's Ruth Fairgrave. Good to see you in, Ruth. Big welcome to the programme to our one of our singers and his lovely wife, and I would say maybe Chris is working, but big shout out to Chris Jones, Christopher Jones. You can see his name coming up. And of course to Bonita Jones and Bonita Eileen, as we know her as one of our singers as well. So Bonita Eileen Jones, I should say. There's Shirley Neeson's in as well. Good to see you in, Shirley. Caroline Smith is in, Elizabeth Gardner is in, and Joan Garrett is in. As Jim says on a Friday night, you're keeping me busy and you're making me dizzy. This page is full and we're over under the other page is near half full. But we're going to bring you a beautiful piece now. Now, the week leading up to the tragedy that happened, as I said earlier on, to Tracy's passing, I had a programme lined up for a few weeks before it, and Clifford the Boss Man stood in and done the programme. Well, this particular song was one of the songs that was played in that programme, and I do believe it was, I'm nearly 100% sure it was that particular night, and Clifford done the programme. But other than that, I'm going to play it for you right now anyway, and it's by the Roops. I call them the Roops, maybe the Rupees. I'm not sure just what is the proper name. But they're going to sing one for us right now. Listen once again to the words as they bring you Angels in the Room.
She's the
Just as they fade off into the distance, folks, beautiful piece there from the Roops, or Rupees. Love them singing, love the group, so I do, and Angels in the Room is the title. I love you too, Louise, I really do, and you know that. Noreen Kirkpatrick, good to see you coming into the programme. Steve Bruno Samuels, one of our singers. Still praying for Steve's wife and Steve as well, of course. Keep him in your prayers if you can. There's Dave Patterson, long time no see, Dave. Good to see you coming in. Jeremy, Elizabeth Nicole is in. Good to see you. Jeremy Williams is in. And there's is it from Holland, I do believe. Good evening, and late evening it is, to Miriam. Miriam DeJonge is in, and there's Noel Murphy is in as well. I'll pop over the page and say hello to Bill Roberts as well, because I've seen Bill's name coming in earlier and I never got writing it down, saying hello to him. I will come back to the rest of the names very, very soon. Here's a great song and a great singer coming, and you all know my favourite male singer from the USA has got to be Gene Watson. I love a lot of them. I love Alan Jackson, of course, as well. Yes, I do indeed. And Alan Jackson featured in the programme here this evening. But Gene Watson's going to sing one, is Jesus is All I Need.
I was alone, so afraid. He came along, calling my name. He took my fear and in its place, Jesus spoke peace to me. He lifted me out of my grief, soothing my soul, keeping my feet, shining His light that I might see. Without His love, I'm incomplete. Jesus is all I need. In my despair, He came along, calling my name, giving a song, filling my heart with melody. Jesus is all I need. Sing it again, love lifted me, feeding my soul with manna so sweet, shining His light that I might see. Without His love, I'm incomplete. Jesus is all I need. Lifting me into realms above, giving me grace, showering love, holding my hand and guiding my feet. Jesus is changing me. He lifted me out of my grief, soothing my soul, keeping my feet, shining His light that I might see. Without His love, I'm incomplete. Jesus is all I need.
The great voice of Gene Watson there, of course, and Jesus is all I need. My goodness, the page is full again. It is indeed. I hope I haven't left anybody out over this end. I don't think I have, so we'll just pop over and we'll say hello to Kimberly Moon. Hi Kimberly, good to see you coming in. Now, you always hear me talking about my daughter from another mother, and that's our Vanessa McQuaid. Remembering Vanessa and Brendan, of course, in our prayers always. And, you know, Vanessa is a lovely, lovely person, as you all know. You chat away till they're there, but you get to meet folks through your life, and I got to meet Vanessa for the very first time with Clifford and Roy and the folks up there at Carrickfergus. And right away, you know, she had been listening in and tuning into the programmes, but just with that bond between people that you form, and you just adopt her as a daughter. And that's just what I done, to be quite honest with you. But as I said at the start of the program, as featured, this program is sort of as a tribute to our Tracy that passed away today. But through all the pandemic that was going on and all the lockdowns and everything else, Tracy's funeral was a few days later on than it's normally. Over here it's just the 3 days, but it lasted a bit longer for various reasons. And there the voice come out of the crowd of people standing outside round the church, and there was Vanessa, had come all the way down to show that how much she thought of the coming to see. I really appreciated her coming to see us on that day and being there for us. I know the hugging wasn't allowed or anything else at that time, and it was an awful carry on was going on. And you know, I do appreciate her so much, and always will do. And I keep thinking about her and praying for her often. I haven't seen her for a wee while now, so lovely to see you coming into the programmes, Vanessa. That's Vanessa McQuaid, of course. Gordon and Francis, Sarah Gordon and Francis Wallace is in there, and there's Derek and Claire as well. Good to see you coming in. Anne and Harry Richmond's over there on the YouTube to give a big shout out, and we'll say hello to Elizabeth Hoey as well. And Kirsten Erkland. Now that's a new name to me, and I'm sure some of the other presenters have played it and said the name better than that. But she's going to sing a beautiful piece for us right now. It's one called Knowing You'll Be There.
I see you most at Christmas. You were like a little kid. You always loved a good surprise. And now I must admit that I long more for heaven than I ever did.
Beautiful song, beautiful singer as well. You know, folks, this program that's in front of you here, in front of me, I should say, playlist has changed so many times, with so many changes over the past week or so, or 10 days or so, and just put it together with the help of the Lord. And I know that there's a blessing in each song for someone, including myself out there, I can assure you. I want to say hello to Linda Bell. Good to see you in, Linda. Jane Wisely's in. Good to see you in, Jane, over there on the YouTube. Juniper Green, good to see you in, Juniper. There's Carl, and Davy Smith is in. Good to see you. From Tandragee here, the village we're broadcasting from, is Margaret Venner. Lovely to see you in, Margaret. And there's Rhonda Beaumont is in as well. Now I'm going to do one more song, then I'm going to do the announcements, but I don't want to leave them to the last. There's a few songs here coming together, and I want just to leave it for those songs. Singer this time is Margot Smith and Holly, and the song is You Can See Heaven.
Was a hard-working man, and our needs were met through his calloused hands. And Mama was a lady who loved her family, and gentle as a soft morning breeze. I recall evenings we'd all gather there in that special place. Mama led us in prayer. She would read from the Bible with a smile and a tear. She would tell us of heaven and paint a picture so clear. You could see heaven from our living room. Her words were a window we would look through. Then Daddy would lead us in a hymn we all knew. You could see heaven from our living room. When times got rough and we barely got by, Mama would say, we've got the Lord on our side. Then she would remind us things will change soon. We would find comfort in that old living room. You could see heaven from our living room. Her words were a window we would look through. Then Daddy would lead us in a hymn we all knew. You could see heaven from our living room.
Another beautiful wee song there, and just going to do the wee ads now, just pop them up on your screen. And it's the Crane Store, of course. It's come to the Crane Store and hear from the Bible more of what is in store for us individually and internationally as we look to the future. The venue is the Crane Store, and it's from the Sunday the 12th of October to Sunday the 26th of October, Monday to Friday 8 p.m, Saturday 7 p.m. Barbecue each Saturday evening at 7 p.m. Sharing with us from the Bible will be Thomas Wallace. Refreshments served each night. The Crane Store, Watson's Yard, Castlewellan, BT 319JJ. Go to the next one on our wee list here, and that of course is the Gospel Music Club, and it's Friday the 7th of November at Balnahinch Baptist Church, BT 248BL 7 to 10. The singers are Reunited, Catherine Mitchell, the Poet Farmer, and Graham Murphy on the piano there. Super Jam, all acoustic musicians are welcome. That's at 7 to 10 p.m. on the Friday. Go a little bit later on now, that's the following Friday, and that of course is Praise and Thanksgiving evening, CEF, Kids for Cure, and it's on Friday the 14th of November at 7:30 p.m. The venue once again is Balnahinch Baptist Church, 24 Lisburn Road, BT 248BL. The singers and the groups and everybody else is there on your screen. As you see, it's Revival with our own Gordon Wallace and co. And then John Burns, I was actually listening to John's music today again on YouTube. And Second Chance, followed by Kate Weir, a lovely young lady from the province here with a wonderful voice, a blessed voice. There'll be a free will offering towards Kids for Care Ministry, and I know there will be, Karen will be bringing a message as well, letting you know all about that. So let's go a little bit further on, and once again, and it's In Touch Ministries present Gospel Music Hymn Sing United Kingdom Tour. And the singers are from the States, all of them, the Greater Vision, Mark Tremel Quartet, the Wisnats, Mellon Hayes family, Jim and Melissa Brady, and the Hymn Sing Band. Now you've heard most of those, in fact nearly all of those groups on the programmes here from Country and Southern Gospel. That's on the 16th of November, the Sunday after. Belfast, Northern Ireland, Glenmaffin Church, 6 p.m. You'll see the facilities for the different places you can get the tickets for that, and do plan to get the tickets, folks, because there's a lot going on there, I can tell you. Now, yes, it's getting very close. I know a lot of us don't maybe want to look forward to it or think about it so much, but it's Christmas, and this is Christmas Praise coming for you, presented by New Song Concerts, and it's on Saturday the 29th of November at 7 p.m. Craigavon Civic Centre, which is very close to the studio here. The singers are Kate Weir, Alex Robb, In Harmony, and the Hannah Family and Friends. Tickets are £15 each for adults, under 10s go free. Tickets are available from the Faith Mission bookshops, Ballymena, Belfast, Lisburn, Portadown, or by going on to Eventbrite, I always say that, eventbrite.co.uk. So do plan and support, and not all of those concerts, at least a few of them that you can get to, if at all possible. And all those announcements are naturally made in the will of the Lord. Let's get back to the music, folks, and we're going to bring you Nearly Needed Home. I think it should be Nearly Home, Almost There. I think that's what it should be. I think I maybe wrote it down wrong. And it's by P.J. Anderson. Once again, do listen to the words.
Be not weary in well-doing. Life can often seem unfair. At times you struggle on your journey, and it seems nobody cares. The adversary saw your valley. He sought to add to your despair. But soon these trials will be over. You're headed home, almost there. There's no place to turn around. There's nothing left to go back to. Child, your was more than you could bear. As you look back where you traveled, the road's been paved by tears and prayer. Soon we'll leave all grief behind us. We're headed home, almost there. There's no place to turn around. There's nothing left to go back to. Child, you're too close to the ground, and you've got far too much to lose. So just hold on a little while. The trial you're facing can't compare to the glory that is waiting. Headed home, almost there. To the glory that is waiting. Headed home, almost there.
Sorry, I had wrote it down right. Headed home, almost there. Beautiful piece. P.J. Anderson is the name of the singer. Absolutely lovely piece it is as well. I want to give a big shout out to Gary Gamble. Good to see you in, Gary. Lovely to have you coming into the programme. There's John Fritzer's in. Good to see you, John. And Joan McWhirter's in. Good to see you, Joan. Yvonne Mitchell. Yvonne was driving and couldn't get connection, but just got it sorted out now. So good to see you coming in, Yvonne. And there's Sandra Lou Peretti. Good to see you coming in. And Erin Craig's in. Good to see you in, Erin. And a name just popped up there that was tuned on the chat room. A gentleman I was speaking about earlier on, my son-in-law. And that is our George Wilson, of course. Big shout out to George. Seen George today, and we share the grief, of course, as the loss of Tracy. But that's what we can do. We have to stay together as a family and friends. The same when we lost any loved ones. We think about our Vivian today, of course. Our sister had passed away. I think maybe the funeral was today. Vivian Forsyth, of course. So do remember Vivian and the family and the Graham family in your prayers today. I did mention Alan Jackson, so this has got to be one of my favourites from Alan Jackson, and I know your favourite as well. Just sit back, relax, and listen to the words of Alan Jackson singing, I want to stroll over heaven with you.
If I surveyed all the good things that come to me from above, if I count all the blessings from the storehouse of love, I'd simply ask for a favor of Him beyond mortal king, and I'm sure that He'd grant it again. I want to stroll over heaven with you some glad day, when all our troubles and heartaches are vanished away. Then we'll enjoy the beauty where all things are new. I want to stroll over heaven with you. So many places of beauty we long to see here below. But time and treasures have kept us from making plans, as you know. But come the morning of the rapture, together we'll stand anew, while I stroll over heaven with you. I want to stroll over heaven with you some glad day, when all our troubles and heartaches are vanished away. Then we'll enjoy the beauty where all things are new. I want to stroll over heaven with you. I want to stroll over heaven with you.
Alan Jackson there, of course, with I Want to Stroll Over Heaven with You. Absolutely beautiful. A few names have just come in there. Dolly Hamilton, good friend of ours for many, many years. And of course, you all have listened to us playing Joe Peden. Well, that's Dolly's brother. Cush Beggs is in. Good to see you in, Cush. I know a lot is going on a Wednesday night in the province here in Northern Ireland, and a lot of church meetings and prayer meetings, and that's good. But you can catch up, folks. A lot of people do play catch up and go back on and watch and listen to the programs again. I do apologise that it is maybe a little bit sadder, the program tonight, but I was explaining to everyone all along that you do know me long enough now to know that I love my family. I love my daughters, and I love my partner, and I love my sisters and my brothers, and I love everybody that's belonging to me. I really do, and I miss Tracy so much, as we all do. And a loss of a mother and a father is terrible. My father was very young when he passed away too, and we lost him 40 odd years of age. And my mother was young. She was only in her 50s when she passed away. But to be there with your daughter and your wife when she comes into the world, and you hold her hand and hug her when she's born, is a wonderful time. But to be there when she leaves this world and takes her last breath is the saddest time that I can ever imagine. I don't think anything will ever be as hard to do, hard to face, as that day was, that Friday evening at 5:07 in the evening, when we said our final see you later to Tracy, and she took her last breath in this world. It's so sad to see her go. It was really. But the legacy she's left behind is wonderful, wonderful family of kids, and memories of, we were sitting looking at photographs the other day of great memories of her in the past. So we've that to look forward to in the future, and just wanted to share that with you this evening. Suzanne Purdy, Suzanne's name coming in there. Joanne Johnson's name's coming in. Good to see you. And there's Ruthie Taylor's coming in as well. I did say I was playing Stephen Wood again, and we're having right now. And it's a beautiful piece again. It's one you'll all know and love. And I know you all love Stephen sing. So Stephen's going to sing for one for us called Look For Me.
Jasper walls and bright golden avenue. As you behold all its beauty and its splendor, remember there's just one request I beg of you.
Beautiful song there, of course, and that was Stephen Wood bringing us Look for Me, for I Will Be There Too. Just so many beautiful comments here, and I hope I can pray that I can go back over them again and see some of the comments and some of the lovely remarks, and of course a lot of them coming there from my daughter Louise as well. And you know, you have to think of those folks that don't tune into the programme that have had lost loved ones recently. Margaret Vennard said the same. She knows herself what we're going through because she sadly lost her son, a very, very young man, and very, very sudden as well. But to sit with someone and knowing that they tell you every day that they're not going to make it through the day, and you deny them and said every time we left Tracy that in the evening time, her mother and myself, I would have said, see you later. Give her a hug and give her a kiss and said, see you later. Every day was the same to the last day when we came in and we told her this was definitely was going to be the last day that we were going to be with Tracy. And we sat together, we cried together, we played music for her, I prayed for her. Well, we didn't pray for recovery because they told us there was going to be no recovery, but she's getting her recovery now. She's got no more bother with the lungs or anything else, any other illnesses that she had. But when she does go, then people ask the question, what happened? Where did your prayers go to? Where did they go to? And prayers weren't answered. And I didn't have the answers for anybody. I couldn't answer them questions, and I know I'll never be able to answer them. But I just want you to listen to this last song, and I know, you know, probably most of you know that what it's going to be. It's going to be hard for me to go through it, and I think you all know this. But I'm going to put it on anyway. I picked it for tonight because it was shared to me a few days after Tracy had passed, a few days, in fact, maybe after the funeral even, when the questions were still coming. You know, why should it be? They're still coming. The questions are still there. Why should it have happened to her? I couldn't answer that. But just listen to the words as the Reverend William McRae closes the programme tonight. Don't forget to come back tomorrow. A lot more on tomorrow, folks. And it's one called If You Only Knew. God bless you all. And we do appreciate the Browns and the Wilsons. Do appreciate your prayers. God bless you all until we meet again. If you only knew.
Looking up to the sky, and you pray, Lord, you know what's best, but I don't understand why. If you could hear your loved one speaking now to you, it'd say you wouldn't be grieving if you only knew. If you only knew, I've just gone home. Your prayers have been answered. My sickness is gone. of Jesus, I'm not suffering anymore. Here death can never enter. I'm strolling down heaven's avenue. I'm safe now in the glory. If you only knew. If you only knew. I've just gone home. Your prayers have been answered. My sickness is gone. Things look so much better from heaven's view. I'm happy today with Jesus to stay. If you only knew. If you only knew. I've just gone home. Your prayers have been answered. My sickness is gone. Things look so much better from heaven's view. I'm happy today with Jesus to stay.